Am I the asshole for refusing to go to my brother's wedding if he keeps my ex-husband as a groomsman? Okay, that's interesting. My brother, 29, got engaged to his fiancée, 28, this summer. They are planning on getting married next spring, early summer. They have been working on putting their wedding party together, and they did a video call with me, 32-year-old female, a couple of weeks ago to ask me to be a bridesmaid. I, of course, agreed because I love them both and I am very happy for them. However, during the call, and after I had already agreed to be a bridesmaid, my brother dropped a bomb on me. He said that he hopes this won't cause any issues because he wants my ex husband, 30, male, to be one of his groomsmen. My initial reaction was not the best. I basically said, "What? Why? Are you serious? WTF?" For some history, my ex and I were high school sweethearts and married young. We were both 23 when we married and were divorced by the time we turned 25. No infidelity or abuse of any kind, just a toxic relationship we were too young to recognize properly, and eventually we got to the point in our marriage where we just hated each other. Thankfully, we never had kids and we were too young to have many assets, so the divorce was easy since neither of us wanted anything to do with each other. I moved away, got a new job, and started a new life. My ex stayed in our hometown where my brother currently lives. I haven't spoken to my ex in almost 5 years. Okay, so your ex stayed in the hometown and seems like he maintained a friendship with your brother. And that's perfectly fine. Here's the thing, you said it yourself. There was no abuse, no infidelity, just young and stupid, right? And from your topic here, you're refusing to go to your brother's wedding if the ex husband is a groomsman. It seems like you're a bit petty, that you're still a bit hung up on the past. And yes, I know I'm talking directly to the poster that's not going to see this. It's just easier for me to say that instead of saying the OP, the OP, the OP. But it seems like you're still hung up on the past. I mean, again, is there any reason for the husband to not be friends with your ex? Since the ex did nothing to abuse you or didn't cheat on you or anything like that, is there any reason for him not to maintain the friendship? It's just you and he didn't get along. That's it. You were young, you were foolish, you got married too young. I know something about that. Uh, and now you're kind of being a dick about it. Obviously, my brother has known my ex for a long time, and they were always close. Apparently, they remained close friends after the divorce, even though my brother never mentioned it to me. So your brother was trying to be sensitive to you, or he didn't want any arguments. My brother told me that he understands this might be a bit awkward, but it's just for one day. And it's not like my ex and I are going to have to walk down the aisle together. He said they will try to do whatever they can to keep distance between us if needed. But that both me and my ex are very important people to him, and he wants us both involved in his wedding. That's reasonable. And here's the thing, how old are you now? You're 32 and he's 30? Can't you grow the hell up? Can't you talk to someone cordially, civilly, at least for a day? I mean, the fact that it seems like it's too hard for you, seems like you're kind of a dick so far. I know a lot of people will probably call me petty and immature, but I want nothing to do with my ex. There's a reason I haven't spoken to him in so long. I have no desire to speak to him, let alone be in the same wedding party as him. There's going to be a lot of wedding party activities that are going to involve being in close proximity to him for extended periods of time. I want nothing to do with that. I explained all this to my brother and told him that if he's going to keep my ex as a groomsman, I don't think I can be a bridesmaid, and I might have to reconsider even attending the wedding. This led to a big back and forth with my brother trying to bargain with me, which he shouldn't have to do, and convinced me that it won't be that big of an issue, and me pretty much telling him this is non negotiable for me. Since that conversation, I have been contacted by our other sister, 26, and my mom pretty much telling me to grow up and that I'm being petty and immature and that I can handle being in the same general area as my ex for a short period of time to support my brother. And they are right, at least in my opinion. You're clearly the asshole here. I mean, again, not to harp on it, but you said it yourself. No abuse, no infidelity. It was just you were both young and stupid. You probably screamed at each other. You probably insulted each other and grew to hate each other. That's what happens when you have poor communication skills, which seems to be an issue that you still have. The fact that you cannot communicate with your ex even for one day. Seems like you still have the communication issues. Your ex is friends with your brother, and he's very important to your brother. And if you really care about your brother and support your brother, you know, sack up and take it for a day and maybe develop some skills for conflict resolution, maybe develop some communication skills. But again, I mean, everyone in this post has told you why you're already the asshole, and you still want validation from strangers. Yes, you are the asshole. That's pretty clear. Let's see what the commenters say. Let's see. Judgment bot. The OP has followed the following explanation for why they think they might be the asshole. My brother wants my ex-boyfriend to be a groomsman. In his wedding, he told me after he asked a bridesmaid, I told him I don't think I can be in his wedding party if my ex is a groomsman, and I might have to reconsider even attending the wedding. He got upset, and my mom and my sister got involved to talk me out of my stance. I think I might be an asshole for not wanting to go to my brother's wedding if my ex is in the wedding party. Okay, so that's a summary. All right, so from Bakatari, the top post here, the top response, it's his day. Your brother can invite whoever he wants to participate, but you don't have to accept the invitation. That is true. Everyone likes to crow that line about blood is thicker than water, so maybe your brother could consider who's most important to him to his wedding. Not the asshole for choosing not to go if your ex is there, and your family is definitely the asshole for failing to understand your position and badger you about it. Edit to ETA, not sure about that, never mind. I don't know if I agree with this. I mean, you want the family to understand, but understand what? The fact that you broke up with someone that you had a bad relationship with, and now because you can't communicate, you have to give someone an ultimatum. It's you or the other person. That still seems kind of asshole-ish to me. So I don't think I agree with this Bakatari person. And someone else disagrees here. I don't think that she's the asshole for declining to be a bridesmaid, as she knows that would have to spend a lot of time in close proximity to her ex. I completely understand that. I don't understand why she wouldn't be willing to go to the wedding at all, though. If she's attending the wedding as a guest, she wouldn't really have to interact with him at all. And if she's been away for 5 years and her brother is close with her ex, I can understand why her brother would want him there. I've been through my own divorce, so I understand not wanting to see your ex. But I'm pretty sure that she could deal with seeing him and not interacting with him for a couple of hours for her brother. The unwillingness to attend the wedding, in my opinion, makes her an asshole. Original poster, take a step back from yourself for a minute. Decline to be a bridesmaid if you don't feel comfortable with that. It's reasonable. But if you don't go, yeah, you're the asshole. After rereading the post, I think it's more of an everyone sucks here. Your brother should be okay with you not wanting to be a bridesmaid, and badgering you is also an asshole move. But what's the definition of badgering? That's my question. I mean, a couple of people have said badgering, but let me see. I don't see where it's talking about badgering. It seems to me like he's trying to negotiate with you because he wants you at his wedding. Yeah. I mean, it seems like he really cares about you and he really wants you at the wedding, and you're putting him in a difficult spot. I don't think he's badgering you, as a couple of the responders say. I think that he's negotiating with you because he wants to find a way to have two people he really cares about be at the most important event of his life. And that seems reasonable. Why should he not be able to badger you or bargain with you? And why can't you suck up your pride, swallow your pride for a day, and as the responders say, maybe decline being a bridesmaid but attend the wedding? I don't know. Let's see. You're the asshole. I mean, look, it's your brother's wedding. You obviously don't have to go, but if you don't, you're basically giving your brother the finger. You knew that your brother was close to this person before you got together, so it shouldn't be a big surprise that they're still close even though the two of you split. There wasn't any abuse or cheating, just two people who weren't good for each other. I'm with your family. This feels petty. I've been at weddings with my ex. You haven't spoken in 5 years, so just keep not speaking to each other. If he tries to talk, just move along and ignore that he's there. Okay, that's fine. I still think that's a bit petty, though. I mean, can't you be cordial? That's my whole point. Look, I'm divorced. I got married when I was 20. No, she was 20, I was 22. And we were together for 3 years. And then we had an amicable divorce. We're still friends. We still keep in contact. I think when a relationship ends, it's very raw, but give it some time. Let the emotions cool down. Move on a bit romantically. And then I think at that point, you'll be able to reach out and have a decent conversation with your ex and talk about things. And if you really cared about them at some point, salvage it as a friendship, maybe. I know a lot of people disagree with that. I get it. Some people are the whole cut, cut, cut. If it's over forever. Goodbye forever. Never talk to me. I don't think that's healthy. I think that's not, that means you never really loved the person, but that's my opinion. But it seems to me the original poster here really needs some communication skills and that they are giving their brother an ultimatum. What do you guys think? If your ex is going to be at a wedding of a family member, what would you do in that situation? Is this person the asshole or not the asshole, or does everyone suck? What's your opinion? Let me know, and I will talk to you guys next time. Have a great day.